Well, it's cliche for a material scientist to say this, but we sort of smash things and see how they react. My name is Ella Podmore. I study material science and engineering at Manchester. I'm a final year student. My course is 4 years. When I was really young, I wanted to be a race driver. Just wanted to go really fast. But then I developed a love for chemistry and things, so I applied that in a different way, I guess. Once I graduate, I'm actually going back to the company that I did placement year with, called McLaren. My job title at McLaren is Materials Engineer. McLaren started off as a racing team in F1. Due to their success in winning the Grand Prix, they started to develop sports cars for roads. Being at their technology centre was really, really inspiring. They called me back a few weeks later saying, this will be interesting for both you and us as a business because we don't have many material specialists. Let's see what you can bring, sort of thing. When I came to Manchester, I was sort of like, oh, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I love all these things. But then when I came here, it taught me to balance everything. I chose Manchester because I was born and raised in Oxford. I wanted a city that could give me a lot more to do than Oxford. Manchester was the perfect combination of academic excellence. I wanted something that challenged me. As material science here, you get the perfect balance of lab work, studying and lectures, the theoretical side. You get the best of both worlds, really. I was able to fulfill quite a few experiments that pure scientists would do, whilst learning the theoretics of engineers and me coming out with a master's in engineering as well. So I do think it had the perfect balance for me. But I also wanted something that I was able to do a lot of things. I'm obsessed with sport, I wanted to go and explore, very social, busy, and Manchester offered all of that, as well as having the scientific roots that brought it to me in the first place. As soon as I discovered that I wanted to do material science, Manchester sort of popped up straight away. Due to its historical links with isolating graphene, the discoveries here have been incredible. The history brought me to the university. And then once I was here, I was able to see how brilliant the city was. It also has great industrial links that they're constantly working on, like their cooperation with BP, Rolls-Royce, it's all here. And for an aspiring engineer wanting to get into industry, I think that's a really good point. I also really enjoy Manchester integrating its discoveries into our learning. So obviously graphene, carbon nanotubes, nanotechnology is something that's really close to Manchester's heart. The fact that we could be taught by people who have isolated graphene and other people around the country doing this course are learning about things that have been discovered in Manchester. I think that was sort of the big tick in the box, like, wow, why would I want to go anywhere else when it's all happening around me?